Go ahead and get started. If we'll just start in Sukhasana today, easy seated pose. So whatever's comfortable for you to sit. If sitting with your legs crossed is comfortable, you can sit that way. If you'd rather sit on your knees and maybe have a block or a pillow. If you're at home and don't have yoga blocks, you can just use a rolled up towel or books if we're doing something where we're needing a little more support. Beneath us, you can use blankets, whatever you have on hand. So we'll go ahead and just find that comfortable seated position and take a moment to just come into the space wherever you are. Just take a cleansing breath in through the nose. And exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Again, inhaling gently through the nose. And exhale, release. And just let the breath flow organically in the body as you arrive in your practice today. Attempting to let go of anything that happened in your day that you'd like to release and leave outside of the space. Anything that is to come. And just for this next hour, find yourself here, connected to the earth beneath you, wherever you are, tuned into the breath, and aware of the body. We're continuing our practice this week of letting go of anxiety and finding presence. Focusing on surrendering during our practice to whatever unfolds. This can mean however your body is arriving in your practice. Anything that arises in the mind, just gently allowing it to pass. If your body is speaking to you, please take note. If your body is in pain, make adjustments to ease that and find a comfortable space to find stillness and come back to the breath. Let the breath be a signal to you. If the breath feels labored, try to be a little easier. Try to back out of the pose a little. There is no merit in pushing our bodies necessarily beyond what they wish to do today. So try to ease in and out of postures and just honor your body where it is, knowing it changes every time we show up to the mat. So take a moment here and just think if there's anything that you'd like to let go of from your day today. Any worry or thought that you would like to release. We'll be working with an affirmation today and our mantra for the month. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. And if that's something that you would like to be your intention, feel free to integrate that whenever you like. Just repeating it to yourself. Maybe if a thought crosses the mind that you wish to release. Our practice today is mostly a seated flow, gentle practice to end our day, letting go of anything that's come up this week or this day, and anchoring ourselves into this moment. And just take an initial scan of the body from the crown of the head to the soles of the feet. Notice if there's anywhere that is initially speaking to you. Any sensation of tightness, energy being held, or even ease or openness. Not judging, just noticing where we are today. Maybe those are areas we wish to spend a little more time on, nourishing and softening during the practice. We'll close our practice with a meditation today, guiding you into awareness of these areas again and focusing on sending healing energy into the body, connecting with your life force, finding a moment of gratitude for our bodies and our breath in this space. When you're ready, you can just flutter the eyes open if you've closed them. We'll place the hands on the knees and just take some seated cat-cows as we begin to awaken into our practice. On the inhale, drawing the heart center forward. And on the exhale, rounding the spine and kind of rocking back, creating some space here. Maybe bringing the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, rocking forward, opening the heart space. Maybe the gaze comes towards the sky, shoulder blades together. Exhale, rounding forward. Coming into a seated cat. Inhale, opening the heart center. Coming into a seated cow. Move through these at your own pace, and you can rock back and forth, and maybe at some point it may feel good to just kind of take Sufi circles or Sufi grinds, just circling around one way and then the other. Take any movement here that feels good to the body. Make any adjustments that you need to feel supported. Taking time to connect with the breath and the movement of your body. Let the breath create space in the spine, in the chest and lungs, in the belly. Each exhale, just releasing a little bit of that worry or stress that you may be holding on to. We'll come back through center, finding length in our spine and bringing the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. And you can have your feet wherever you like, either further out, closer in towards the body, whatever feels right for your hips and for your spine today. Make any adjustments that you need, finding length again. You can even just place the hands on the tops of the feet, or maybe bringing our thumbs to the insides of our feet, just giving a little nourishment here to our soles of our feet that carry us through life. We sometimes neglect or forget to nourish our feet. Maybe just imagining a healing light moving through the hands into the soles of our feet or the tops of our feet, or the ankles. If there's anywhere that feels a little tight here, just inviting that to soften a little. And if you'd like to walk the hands out at some point and let the head hang heavy and the spine round, letting the weight of anything weighing heavy on your shoulders just roll down the back and into the earth. Each breath rooting down through the base of your spine. Maybe just envisioning roots growing from the base of your spine into the earth. Every exhale carrying away any energies in the body that are no longer needed. This is a grounding practice, releasing worry and surrendering into the present. We'll be focusing a lot on the hips, base of the spine, and our legs, as these are the roots of our body, connecting to our root chakra, connecting to the element of earth, its qualities of stability and support and nourishment. Walk the hands back, bringing the head up last. We'll just bring the soles of the feet to the earth, bringing the hands behind you for support. Just take some windshield wiper motions with the knees, nice and slow, back and forth. If there's any tightness in the hips, even just from sitting for that period of time, just inviting that to let go, to loosen up a little. And we'll bring the legs out long in front, and then flex the toes towards the body. And start to point and flex the feet, stretching out the ankles, maybe making some little circles with the ankles. And draw the sole of the left foot in towards the inside of the right leg. Placing the hands on the mat, fingertips tented on the mat here, flexing the right toes back towards the body, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back. Just see if you can connect with the breath here. Inhaling as you draw energy from the earth. Exhaling from the crown, down the spine, into the base of the spine, your sit bones, hips, and into the earth. Just a few breaths here, just really connecting. On the inhale, we'll take the right hand facing it skywards and just circle up on the inhale, following the fingertips as they come around and land on the left knee. Moving to the left hand palm facing up, reaching over, up over the head, and just coming into a little side bend here. Bring the chin away from the chest, draw the left shoulder back, opening the heart space, reaching with the left fingertips, root down through the left hip, feel into the sensations and the space created with the breath on the left side body. Let that left hand come down to the right knee. Release the right hand. Turning towards the right leg, walk the hands out and just let the body rest over the right leg. You don't need to pull into this. Just allow the body to land where it is. Notice where you are. As the toes are flexed towards the body, it increases the sensation of a stretch in the back of the leg. And if you'd like to walk the hands out a little further, you can. Take a few breaths and then surrender here for about 10 breaths once you find where you'd like to be. Coming to our affirmation for our practice, I am present, grounded, and free of worry. I am present, grounded, and free of worry. When we work with our affirmations, we notice the relationship to what that affirmation is. What does it bring up? Do we feel resistant? Does it feel easy? Does it resonate? And we just notice how our relationship changes to our affirmations throughout our practice for this hour and throughout the entire month. As we use the same affirmations and mantras, notice how our mindset might shift or change and how we relate to it. I am present, grounded, and free of worry. Inhaling, walking the hands back slowly, coming all the way up. Take a moment to pause at the top. We'll bring both legs out long and walk the hands back and just draw the shoulder blades together, opening the heart center towards the sky. Tilt the head back. Connecting with your intention maybe that you set at the beginning of your practice. Our heartfelt desire for our practice today. Maybe that one thing we wish to release and let go of. Chin towards the chest, walking the hands back up towards the body. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Find your sit bones and the connection with the earth, bringing the hands out to the side, tenting the fingers on the mat, left toes towards the body, flexing the foot, reaching the heart center up and forward as we lengthen the spine, connecting here. Taking a couple of breaths to just anchor in and affirm that connection with the earth. Left palm faces skyward, gaze comes towards the left fingertips, and as we inhale and sweep that arm up, follow it with your eyes, and come to land on the right knee. Inhaling, looking at our right fingertips, sweeping up, coming into that side stretch, reaching through the right fingertips, opening up the right side body, root the right hip down, breathing here, pulling the right shoulder back a little, opening up. Feel into the space created with each inhale. Rooting down on each exhale. Release the right hand to the left knee. Release the left hand from the right knee, opening up to that left side. Walk the hands out and let the body land folded over the left side, wherever it is. Let the head hang heavy. Breathe here. 10 breaths. On your last inhale, walk the hands back, slowly coming up all the way to the top. Releasing, shake both legs out a little. And then we'll come to tabletop on your mat. So if you'd like to bring a blanket or a towel for your knees to have a little more support here, you can. In tabletop, our wrists are stacked under our shoulders and knees under the hips. Pressing through the palms of the hands into the earth and the tops of the feet on the mat. Connect with your center, with your navel. Just gently drawing it in towards the spine. Supporting our center here, just drawing awareness to our place of empowerment and strength. Sometimes if we're in a place of worry and fear, it can be difficult to access this area of our body and remind ourselves that we are strong and capable of moving through whatever is in front of us. It connects us with the present moment. We connect with the breath. Let the belly be soft. Release the control. Just connect with the inhale and exhale flowing through the navel. Inhale, drawing the navel in towards the spine. No movement yet. Exhale, letting the navel drift away from the spine. Just connecting with the movement of the navel. We'll take just a couple of cat-cows here. Inhaling, drawing the navel in and just finding that support there. Inhaling a little more and then dropping the belly. Keep the support with the navel here. Let the tailbone rise and the heart center come forward. Exhale, keeping that gentle support round the spine. Tuck the tailbone and let the head hang heavy. Inhale, dropping the belly, the navel gently drawn in. Let the tailbone rise and your gaze comes forward. Exhale, rounding through the back side of the heart center, through the shoulders.
creating space. Inhale, just come back through center, back through that neutral tabletop. Let go of holding the navel in, just let the belly be soft. Draw the navel in gently, and we'll just reach the right arm out, reaching forward, lengthening through the fingertips. This is all we're doing here. Gaze can come down to the mat or towards the fingertips, just reaching here. Notice this tiny movement, all the little muscles that come into place to support you. Notice how the breath changes. Something so small can take so much strength. Exhale, plant the right hand down to the mat. Release, belly soft. 3 breaths, let the belly be soft. Inhale, draw the navel in, supporting the spine, strengthening and connecting with your center. Lift the left hand up, reaching out, fingertips reaching towards the front of the room. Breathe here. Just notice if this side feels any different. Notice the effort it takes. You feel a little off balance in the world. Connect with the navel and your center. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, release. We'll bring the big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat. Send the hips back towards the heels, lengthen through the rib cage, and bring the body towards the mat or to a pillow or bolster. Don't worry so much about if your hips get really close to your heels or not. Just think about them sinking down, grounding and rooting, opening the heart space towards the support of the earth beneath you. Let anything weighing heavy here ease into the earth with each breath. Let the forehead rest, letting the forehead soften, releasing any thoughts of judgment or fear or worry into the earth. Let it flow from the mind into the earth beneath you. We'll stay here for about a minute. Just let the belly be soft, heart open, breathe and rest. Bring your gaze towards your fingertips. We'll walk the hands back just a little. And then shift the weight forward. and come onto your belly, lowering down nice and slow to the mat. Hands under the shoulders. We'll take a couple of little baby cobras here. Hands under the shoulders, elbows hugged into the body. On the inhale, press through the hands, press the hips into the mat, lifting the chest up and forward. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, lower down. Forehead to the mat. Inhale, peeling up nice and slow. Opening the heart. Exhale, lower down. Move the hands up, coming onto the forearms and finding Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms pressed into the mat. You can bring the arms out towards the edges of the mat if you'd like to lessen the load on the lower back, or come all the way to the forearms, just resting your forehead here. Take whatever variation feels good to you here. Once you find where you'd like to be, see if you can let go of anything you're holding on to in the hips. Maybe just shaking, rocking the hips a little here, side to side. Letting go anything that is being held here. Any tension in the glutes or in the legs, we're fully supported here. There's no need to clench or tighten anywhere. Just let the legs rest. Draw your gaze between your hands. Reach the crown of the head towards the front of the room. Drawing the shoulders back, away from the ears, lengthening through the back of the neck. And just settle, surrender to where you are here. Let the body be held, supported. Reconnect with your breath. Follow the inhale and exhale wherever it is. If it feels a little labored, remember, maybe back out a little bit. Maybe bring the arms to the edges or come all the way down to the mat. Exhale, lower all the way down, crossing the forearms and just resting the head. We'll move on to our backs on the mat. So however you'd like to arrive there. Have one of your blocks or a blanket or pillow nearby. We'll find a supported bridge But before we move into bridge, let's just take a moment to windshield wiper the knees back and forth. So knees bent, feet hip distance apart, and just slowly rocking side to side. And coming through center, draw the knees in towards the body. It feels good here to rock, or maybe just be still. Take a moment to take movement that feels nourishing to the body, nourishing to our hips and our spine, our lower back. And we'll plant the feet back hip distance apart, and with the knees bent, we'll just press into the earth or into your mat with the soles of your feet, lifting the hips gently, just enough to place that block under the sacrum, just below the lower back. If you have a pillow or a blanket, just placing that support in that area so the hips are slightly elevated. Tucking the chin in towards the chest, creating length in the back of the spine. Allow the weight of your hips to rest and notice if the weight shifted to the shoulders here. Let them be pressed towards the earth, melting away any remaining tension that we may be carrying around with us. Just let the weight of the body be pressed and held by the earth. Hands can come to your rib cage or at your sides. Coming back to our mantra for the month, just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. Press through the soles of the feet, lifting the hips, removing any support that you have there. And take any final movements that your body needs. And then make your way to whatever receiving meditation posture you would like to take, either laying down in some variation of Shavasana, maybe with the legs long or the knees bent. You can be seated if you'd like, whatever's comfortable for you. Take a couple of moments here to just get comfy. If you are practicing at home and you'd like to lay down in bed, feel free to do so, or lay on the couch, however you're most comfortable. And then we'll begin with the meditation portion of the practice. Just a moment. So as you arrive here, just coming back into the body, taking another scan from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, and just noticing if anything has shifted. Coming back into awareness of the spaces that were maybe speaking to you as you arrived in your practice. Is there anywhere that you are still holding on to any sensation? See if you can soften. Let the jaw be relaxed. If it feels safe to close the eyes, allow the eyes to be heavy and closed. To really turn your gaze inwards. Notice how the breath is naturally flowing. Sometimes when we are in a state of anxiety and in this cycle of worry and stress, it can be difficult to come into the body. If you're finding it challenging to feel safe in the body, first notice the support beneath you. Notice the space you are in, the physical around you, the walls, the floor, where the door is, or the windows. Slowly drawing your awareness towards the body. What's around you? A chair, table. Someone else practicing, just like you. The feeling of your clothing. The temperature of the air as you inhale and exhale. Let the body rest. And maybe we're just here. This is a start. To just let the body rest. Draw your awareness to the soles of your feet. Connecting with your roots. Envisioning those roots, again, moving into the earth. Moving through the layers of earth beneath you. Expanding outwards, anchoring you into the space of the present moment. Each exhale, rooting down, deeply connected and supported.
As you exhale, releasing any energies from the body that you wish to let go of. Every inhale, filling those spaces with nourishing light, moving through your roots into the body, being guided by your body's wisdom. There's nothing you need to do. Allow the energy to flow into the corners of you, to gather where it is needed most, to bring healing energy, connecting with your life force, creating balance and harmony in the body and mind. Feel this even exchange with every breath. Letting go and receiving. I'd like to invite you to bring your hands to any space in the body that is needing a little more nurturance. Maybe the heart space or the belly, the head, shoulders. Allow this healing energy that is always with you, residing within you, to move from the heart space into the hands, healing these parts of your body. Let this light and this energy nourish you and support you. Feel its warmth, easing tension, easing worry. I am present, grounded, and free of worry. Repeating the affirmation to yourself. I am present, grounded, and free of worry. Let the energy of that affirmation resonate within you. Release the hands from the body and place the palms facing down on the earth, grounding any excess energy one last time. Begin to let go of your practice, finding time to just integrate all of the work you have done. giving yourself permission to just rest. There's nothing you need to do. Know where you need to be. Just rest. Begin to deepen the breath, inviting awareness back into the body, into the space that you are in. Make gentle movements, the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Slowly awakening, taking your time before coming to a seated position as we close our practice today. Bring the hands to heart center in some way, however you like. Taking a moment of gratitude, just thanking yourself for creating this time in your day to come to your mat, to come to this practice, and to honor yourself in this space, your body and however it moved, and to connect and be present with your breath and your practice, however it unfolded today. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice of mindfully moving our bodies today. May you walk in loving kindness. May you be of service in sharing your unique gifts with the world. And may you remember that your true essence is love. Thank you.